came to Nicaragua as a yogi, and I'm leading still as a yogi still, but also as a wannabe surfer. I'm telling you, this is like nothing I've ever done before. So first I thought I'd come here like, okay, I'm gonna continue to do yoga. Yoga sustains me. Yoga is like good for my body, for my brain. Thank you to Kate Menken for convincing me to do yoga. But then I was like, let me do something out of my comfort zone. Nicaragua, especially the southern part, is known for their waves. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna try surfing. When I was in high school on the gymnastics team, Mr. Ross took us to Hawaii. Shout out to Mr. Ross, the most amazing coach in person. I got caught under a wave, and you know the waves are enormous, and I got kind of what I learned here now is called like the washing machine. Then I was like, big waves kind of freaked me out a little bit. So I wasn't sure how I would do with surfing. I was like, oh, I'm a little scared, but let me put myself out of my comfort zone. Let me try something different. Let me try something new. So that's what I did. One of the harder things of surfing is you have to carry your board, but I have my zinc on, I have my board, I have a rash guard. So I'm like super ready. I just don't know how to surf. It's my surf teacher, Eduardo. My life is in his hands. So anything
we're gonna
to
try
say?
to see what's going on with you, Mama.
Okay, okay,
Huh?
I got
Try to
this.
catch some
I
waves.
got this. Here's the boards. They're super long, maybe like 5-6 feet. Here's my friends, and let's roll. Okay, so I finished my first surf class and I came up to shore and look, do you think it's like a baby hammerhead shark? Isn't that wild? So wild. Anyways, surfing is kick-ass. It's like amazing when you catch a wave. I swallowed more salt water than I probably have my whole life. Even when I was doing good, I would like fall and still get salt water up my nose and my mouth like crazy. I learned how to do a turtle dive, which is when you hold your board and turn upside down, go under your board. So when there's a really big wave, it doesn't take you under or take you in. Oh, and first what you do is you catch the whitewash, which is when the wave breaks and it's just the white stuff. But then when you get good, and I got a little good, you catch the green before the wave breaks. So you catch the green, you ride that out, and sometimes you feel like this burst of energy. So after I got up, I was just like hooked. It is like a drug. And then Nancy Stern actually found this book that recently came out, The Drop, about literally talking about how surfing can be like a drug because of the adrenaline it gives you, and how actually some surfers are also, addiction is common in some surfing communities, but that's another story and I'm not going there. But when you're surfing, like literally you live in the moment and you don't do it by choice. You do it out of like a crazy high when you're catching a wave, or out of just fear that this wave is going to come and knock you out. So you literally don't have 1 second to think about anything else. Every time I went surfing, the next day I searched for my bruise of the day. I had many, but it's from the board hitting me. So maybe I'll do a little slideshow of my bruises, the highlights. But I was able to get up, but mostly because Eduardo was pushing me. So not like the real way. The real way, you have to paddle like nobody's business. Like you need like motor arms. And every time I was like, faster, faster, faster. I'm like, I can't go any faster. So, but he's such a great teacher. And I really, after a while, instead of freaking out, I kind of figured out when to turtle roll when I saw a wave, and then when to kind of really paddle and go up and over it. And sometimes it's like a roller coaster. So I don't know if you could tell, but I'm just like hooked on surfing. I'm going to look for surfing like everywhere I go for the rest of my sabbatical. However, I don't want to do it in a wetsuit. I just like wearing my rash guard. By the way, thank you to the Chicas de Cuartel for my rash guards for my birthday. So I'm gonna get surfing pants, I think, because like you get a lot of sunburn, you get a lot of sun. My surfing teacher is now going to surf, and I'm so excited to check him out and see him do his thing. Today is 2 days before I leave Nicaragua, and I was super excited because today was supposed to be my last surfing lesson. So I was at yoga this morning. We do yoga every morning at 7:30. I know if you know me, 7:30, that's crazy, right? And I did something, I don't even know what, and I felt my knee feel like a little weird, but I'm like, no, it's okay. I always have knee issues. So I kept going, and then I got into another pose, standing pose, and I was like, ooh, this doesn't feel good. And the first thing I thought was like, but I have surfing later today. So I just kind of like stopped, shook it out a little bit, and I felt this like sharp pain kind of on the inside, like this part of my knee. And so I stopped, and then I walked it out, and it felt okay. So I was like, okay, no, I'm gonna be okay. I'm gonna go surf. But then I went down the stairs, and it just didn't feel right. So I'm like, probably it's not a good idea to surf. So I just feel so sad because I wanted to surf my last day here. I know I'm gonna be surfing other places and excited, and I should be so grateful that I even, had this experience, but it's like so addicting, and it's like now the drug that I thought I was gonna be able to take like later this afternoon, I can't. So I came out here still so I could watch people surf. I don't know, like be sad and wish I was out there and trying to like just chill and not do anything to mess up my knee further, and hopefully it's nothing or just something small, and it will pass, and be patient. And this is a good reminder, like when you're in yoga, to probably think about exactly what you're doing in yoga. I probably wasn't, right? I was probably thinking about surfing, or I don't know what I was thinking about. Kind of bummed that I can't like surf, and I was gonna take videos and show you like my first surfing class in Nicaragua and my last one and how I improved, but this is how I improved. I'm just sitting on a freaking branch, so I improved on a branch. So that's my surfing story, but stay tuned, I'm not done. So we just finished my last day of surfing, which was no surfing, but recording of surfing. And these are my two teachers. I thought if they have any advice for me or for anyone that wants to surf. So Eduardo.
Well, remember, close your eyes and start to paddle faster than anybody else. When you're open, you're living your dream. Just keep riding, girl. Never stop.
That's right. If you ever have the opportunity to try surfing, like, don't think it twice because it is an amazing high. Make sure you go with a great teacher, and make sure they take you somewhere where there's not too high waves, even though they still look scary and they're still super strong. So I say get out there. I don't know, after like every time I stood up, I was like doing this. I don't even really know what this means, but it just like came naturally. So I think I'm like maybe deep down a surfer. Thank you for joining my sabbatical adventures vlog, and we're just gonna keep going. So stay with me for this ride.